I request all of you to close your eyes and count your blessings as I invite our special guests to light the lamp.
Pa pa ni pa ma ga ma pa ni da sa pa ni ma pa ma ga ma pa ni sa शारदे माँ सरस्वती शारदे पूर्ण इस ज्ञान उदय से पूर्ण इस ज्ञान उदय से शारदे शारदे माँ सरस्वती शारदे माँ सरस्वती शारदे माता जिन चरणों का प्यार दे तार दे तार दे.
Thank you, everyone. Now, not only me, but our director, School of Media and Communications, a veteran journalist and former editor of Indian Express, Mr. Vipin Pabbi, is also keen to welcome you all. So I request Sir to take the stage.
Good morning to all of you and a very warm welcome, Honorable Chancellor Sir, Ambassador Arora, Mr. Vishal Anand, Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Ashish, Nishtha, all the judges who have come, faculty members, and students, particularly our guest students today. I really have a very, very warm welcome to you. I'm sure most of you must have come here for the first time, and you would have noticed the beauty of this campus. It is one of the most beautiful campuses, one of the cleanest campuses in the country, awarded on the top 25. And I hope that you will enjoy the beauty of the campus. You have a day long. But it is not just the beauty. It is a beauty with brains. So you will find that our university, just about 13-year-old, just getting into teens, if you count the human age, has already made a mark for itself. It is top ranked both in THE, that is Times Higher Education, and QS, the first top private university in the country. And there are so many other accolades. It will take me half an hour to mention all that. But all I can say is that within 13 years, it has made such a mark for itself. And even yesterday's ranking came from THE, in which we have topped 3 courses, 3 departments in the country. So this is a place where I'm sure you will enjoy yourself. And while you compete fiercely, we are there to welcome you. And we have a very enthusiastic bunch of journalists, our students, journalism students. And they are there to help you, guide you. And you're free to get in touch with any one of us. We'll like to make your presence here very fruitful and very good experience. So I welcome you again, all of you, to the campus. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to now invite Ms. Nishtha Shukla Anand, who ideated this event for us in a very short span. She is the trustee who heads the marketing at Sholini as well as plays the role of a director for the School of Media and Communications. I invite her to tell you more about the changing landscape of media education at Sholini as well as more about the Media Fest. Please join the stage, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone, and a very, very warm welcome to Sholini University, especially those who have come from far and wide. We have about 85, I think, external participants from about 8 to 10 campuses around the region. So I'm very, very excited to have all of you here. I also started my journey as a journalist, while I play many hats today, but I started my journey with India Today and Reuters. And now that I have the opportunity to play the role of shaping up a media school, it's marvelous. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So this event was waiting to happen. We wanted great minds, great journalists, aspiring media professionals to come, visit, experience, try different things. One of the things that, I would really like to highlight is the role that technology is now playing in the media. And which is why a lot of our programs have been shaped in a way that you get to do some bit of technology while you engage in creativity. So I encourage all of you to look at everything from a different lens, from the lens of new media. We're seeing such a convergence of journalism, marketing, digital media, mobile journalism. There's all kinds of things that are happening, which a lot of us, I think, especially in the first 2 rows, are still edgy about. But all of you, I'm sure, are very comfortable with it. So I encourage you through your day and a half program to look at it from that perspective and try to do something really out of the box that we can showcase. Good luck to all our participants and a warm welcome to all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, what makes our Media Fest even more special is the presence of our special guests who have specially come to our campus today. I call upon Sir Vipin Pabbi to join Nishtha ma'am in felicitating them, beginning with our chief guest and our Chancellor, P.K. Khosla, sir. Next, yeah, please do that. Thank you. Next, I request our special guest, Next, I request our special guest and Ambassador Sanjeev Arora, sir. Please head to the stage, sir. I now request our special invites to join us, starting with Mr. Avin Sharma. Please take the stage. Mr. Sharma is pursuing a PhD in fine arts and gets his inspiration from poetry's society, history, and mythologies. I request Nishtha ma'am to now felicitate Misha Bajwa Chaudhary, who is an independent journalist, a capable anchor, and has also been a programming head for 92.7 Big FM. Next, we have Shashwat Kaushal, a film director whose film Memoria recently received an award in the short film category at the Himalayan Film Festival in 2023. And finally, we request Mr. Vivek Mohan sir. He is the first Himachal's national award-winning filmmaker who has been a national jury twice in Indian Panorama of International Film Festival of Goa.
In fact, this Simha reminds me as a filmmaker of a film character called Simba and my hometown Simla. And why is it so? Because the Lion King is sitting amongst us. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Now, let me invite Ambassador Sanjeev Arora, sir, to share a few enlightening remarks with the audience.
Good morning, esteemed Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor Vishal, Nishtha, Vipin, Ashish, Ashu, and all other dignitaries, distinguished colleagues, and dear students. It's truly an honor and a pleasure to be amidst you. I had this delightful experience of being present with all of you at the Flower Fest and the Lit Fest, the Literary Fest in March this year. And what a wonderful morning we are all together here at the first ever Media Fest, and meet such a diverse cross section of professionals, colleagues, and of course so many enthusiastic, energetic students from several universities here at this beautiful campus of Shuilini University. Now, Vipin is being a seasoned journalist and an editor. He would always like to adhere to deadlines. And I think I must. So I think he told me 5 minutes, it will be another maybe 3 minutes. You can look your watch. I think, well, I am not a media professional, but over the years, in the Foreign Service as a diplomat, there are extensive interactions and cooperation with the colleagues in media, both nationally and at the global canvas, internationally. And I was telling him partly in a lighter vein yesterday, but of course on a more serious note, that diplomats too are media persons up to an extent. Because public diplomacy and how you present, how you articulate, how you engage, these are absolutely very important dimensions of diplomacy. It is another matter that diplomats often cannot say what it's very enviable. I envy you. All of you in the media can say, and that is where lies a much sort of greater excitement and challenge for all of you. But while in service, of course, there's so much we do behind closed doors, but not all of that is in the public domain. Now, I know you have really a very interesting program that was very kindly shared with me, competitions, quizzes, even a stand-up comedy and whatnot. But being with all of you, my mind goes back to, well, the greatest personality of our times, the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. And my mind goes back to the historic Young India that he published from 1919 to 1931. So I think he was not only someone, of an unparalleled stature who led our freedom movement, but as a part of his multifaceted personality was his passion for media. And he used the vehicle of media for leading our freedom movement, for popularizing the freedom movement. And also he started a newspaper in 1933, Harijan Bandhu in Gujarati, Harijan Samaj in Hindi. So I think that is the type of contribution one looks back to when one looks at the history of media and publishing in our great country. Without further ado, I mean, I am no one to offer any gracious suggestions or views, but I personally believe I follow, of course, developments both within the country and internationally very closely. A lot of time is spent on a daily basis on following developments in the media, also now quite a lot in the social media. And these are issues we can discuss on and on. But I think, especially to my young friends, because I really enjoy being with them, engaging with them, as I do during every visit at lectures and other interactions, I would say that this is a great profession. This is a very exciting profession. And this is where you need really a large heart, a keen intellect, and above all, you need a very strong spine. Thank you very much once again for giving me this opportunity, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It would now be a pleasure to have our Chancellor, Professor P.K. Khosla, sir, address the audience.
Mr. Vishal Anand, Pro-Chancellor of the University, Ashish Khosla, the President Innovation and AI, Nishtha, she is organizing this show today, the Marvel Media Fest, along with Vipin Pabbi, and we are eagerly waiting what is going to come out of it, and other friends, guests, journalists, and all others. Before my name was spoken, I was wondering what will I speak? It's always a problem when you reach a stage where everybody asks you to say something or the other. Well, I am a teacher. I don't feel shy of speaking also. From childhood, I wanted to be a teacher. When I was in the primary school, I wanted to be a primary school teacher. Then middle school, that type of teaching up to 8th class, then 10th, high school. Finally entered into college, where the college teachers were known as professors. So I came to know if you have to become a professor, then you have to do master's degree in the subject. And then master degree was not in my hometown. I belong to Ludhiana. I was thinking whether my parents will be able to afford my education outside Ludhiana. But I was very lucky that Chandigarh was coming up as a town in 1959 and 1960. When I did my graduation, I could find the opportunity in Chandigarh because after the partition of the country, Punjab University was split into two components. One was Punjab University Lahore and the other Punjab University Chandigarh. Only spellings are different. They put Punjab, that is original, but in our side we are putting A. Many times I had a student in the thesis, it was the latent Punjab. I will write A. I corrected. Next time he will again write U. Then I explained him what is this dispute between A and U. You cannot have the same spellings for the two universities in the world over, one in Pakistan, the other in India. But it was because of the partition, there was one university then from Lahore to Delhi, only one university. Then it was the Delhi University. There was, when the Britishers left us, we had only 20 universities. So, looking at all these things, I'm excited that these type of activities, especially the media, the press, the journalism, and they are the knowledge, they are playing a key role in knowledge spreading. I belong to the generation where there was no even radios. Very rich people might be having. रेडियो भी हम बाहर से आते थे. Of the time that I'm talking about, I was born in British India. You can guess my age. Then I'm also conscious. I've seen the division of the country, though I was a small boy, how the people in the carts were going on one side and the people coming in carts with the goats and the sheep were coming from the other side. All those things, they're still fresh in my memories. Then then came the era of transistor. That was in 70s. When I was going abroad for the first time to Oxford, everybody was asking, Prem ek transistor le aana. Transistor bhi bahar se aate the 1972 mein. But look at the things, how these things have changed fast. Everybody was demanding, my sister, my brother. After 2 years, I was to come back. Transistor le gaya na. Koi aur farmaish nahi thi. Kyunki India mein agar milte bhi the, they were very expensive then. But now you look at this explosion of modes and the means for knowledge spreading. Only then mode was Tribune or some Urdu vernaculars. I was lucky I could read those because I started my schooling with Urdu. Because I was in 3rd class, when all of a sudden, when the partition of the country took place, they replaced Urdu with Hindi. मुझे सारी जिंदगी में ना हिंदी आई, ना उर्दू आया, ना इंग्लिश आई. और इंग्लिश इस करके नहीं आई, जिस स्कूल में पढ़ता था वहाँ इंग्लिश was to start from 6th standard. But my parents shifted to another high school where they had already started in the 5th standard. So I always struggled for languages. Aaj bhi, when I write something, when I was writing my autobiography, Tryst with Karma, my Ashish is witness and his wife Ashu. I will write my chapter, will send them, and when they come back, they were in Abu Dhabi then. Then I will also give to someone else. Fortunately, then Manju was she came as professor of English. So some of the part I had given her. Even now, these days, I am compiling. I was fond of writing something or the other. I was writing small notes on some happenings. It so happened, every week I used to write about 4 or 5 pages, my memoirs, on any issue which ever came to my mind. Then somebody proposed that why don't you compile these in the form of a book. And 84 memoirs for an 84 years aged person. Because my birthday is on 18th of February, I was advised, why don't you do it? It will be a wonderful document. Now I am working on that. But मेरे से गलती एक हो गई. I was writing for first 4 to 5 pages. Somebody proposed, यार इतना लंबा कौन पढ़ेगा? तो इसको brief कर दें. मैंने उनको brief कर दिया. But then, when the idea of publishing the book on my memoir got stuck in my mind, then I thought at least 4 to 5 pages should be there for each chapter. And if there are 84 Mamayars, and I'm 84 years old, and on that day, I should release it. It was also a proposition of someone. So then I was just adding the book must have 250 pages. So first 30 Mamayars, those were briefed by me. Now I am now further again expanding those. It will take another month, but that document will come. So my association is there with the literature, with journalism, but you can say that I have survived even with all these shortcomings. And लोग समझते हैं कि डॉक्टर खोसला बड़ा scholarly है, but I know I've yet to learn languages. Even at this stage, I say that I am growing, and I think I will continue learning till Almighty, because whosoever has come here on this earth, he or she has to leave this earth. It is the doctrine of karma. So we are here because of our script was written before we came here, based on the Hindus believe it is not of the one generation, it is the generation after generation. Everything is coded on your spirit, and you come back with your own story, and that story unravels. So my story was that one day I will be setting up a university. You are all sitting here. People have come from outside. I welcome you, the youngsters who have come from other universities. It was my dream. And I don't know how it all happened, but it did happen. The university had come up. The dream was if the university is to come, to spring up from nowhere, and then it should be a ranked university, it should be a university should excel in competition, in manners of teaching, because I strongly believe learning, research creates wisdom and intelligence. From that intelligence, the technology starts. So it is a chain. If anything is to grow or this nation is to grow, so education is very, very important. So I welcome all the new students who are coming from other university who are participating in it. So it is an era of partition, era of partnership. We would like to join hands with anybody who wants to. Mr. Vipin Pabbi has said that Shulni University, even the day before, is the second best, I would say, second best in subject ranking. And why I'm saying second best, there is one university which is first, always first, that is the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. That was established by Professor C.V. Raman. C.V. Raman is a Nobel laureate. So he established that university from his own income. Though when the country became independent, Prime Minister Nehru wanted to own that university, but he did not allow to touch him. So there was a rift between the Prime Minister, he was a man of that stature, and Nobel laureate C.V. Raman, who could take a stand even against the wishes of the Prime Minister. So those were the people. आज सब चमचागिरी करते फिरते हैं, पर ऐसे भी आदमी होते हैं जो अपनी मनमर्जी करते हैं. That was Professor C.V. Raman. So I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for coming to Shulni University.
Thank you so much, sir. I also request Ashish sir, Innovation and Marketing President at Shulin University, to also share a few of his thoughts with us. Thank you.
Good morning, dear Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Ambassador, Vipin, Nishtha, teachers, students. I've been told to speak 2 lines, only 2 lines. So first line, I will quote Miss Marvel of Marvel. And Miss Marvel said one day somebody took off her mask. Miss Marvel said, and she won in the fight, she said, it is not the mask. The hero is the person inside. Yeah. So the hero for today are all your students. Yeah. So I welcome you all. Compete, enjoy, and remember what is inside you, try to bring it out. The second line is from my favorite Marvel character, Iron Man. And I was watching Iron Man with my daughters. And Iron Man said in Hindi, because we were watching in Hindi for some reason. Iron Man said, "Kabhi kabhi chalne se pehle daudna padta hai." That's a famous quote by Tony Stark. So kids, run. This is your chance. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
I also request Mr. Vishal Anand, Pro-Chancellor and Trustee of Shulin University. Please come on the stage, sir, and share a few words.
Dr. Khosla, Honorable Chancellor of Shulin University, Ambassador Sanjeev Arora, Ashish, Nishtha, Vipin, senior colleagues, Ashu, all the friends who are visiting us today. First of all, I'll welcome you all to Shulin University. I hope you enjoy your stay at the campus. This is something that we built over the last 14 years with nothing but love. So a lot of people come and ask us that, how did you build this? What did the idea come about? What is your design? What was your aim? Yes, the aim was there because Dr. Khosla, day one, I was just passing out like a young graduate like you guys from my master's program, and luckily happened to meet Uncle. And he said, I want to build a top 200 university. And not only I, but most people we met after that for the next 20 years laughed at us. But the good news is that, as Uncle also shared, Vipul also shared, that not a top 200, but yes, we've been able to build in less than 13 years a top 350 to 400 university globally, one of the #1 campuses in the country. So that's about the vision and mission and a lot of love that we put through this campus. I'm so happy to see all of you here today. And I'll be speaking again on the closing, so I'll keep my speech to then. But the essence is something very close to my heart, and and my wife is a journalist, so I'm a critique a little bit on that subject. So I personally say, I think the Indian, and sorry Vipin for this, but as India, we are not selective about the media we read. I have been, I'm a magazine reader. I always have hated, channels like Times, I'll say openly. The way they ridicule India, the kind of stories they pick. BBC, for that matter, and there was a very beautiful quote when, there were a lot of political disturbance happening in Europe last year. And they said if BBC was India, Bharat Broadcasting Corporation, how it would have framed India. While in the West, a small island sitting there is experiencing turbulence. So how they frame a nation's mandate is very, very important. So I personally believe you, the next generation, have a huge, huge responsibility and a huge, huge bandwidth that's available to you. India is entering its dream stage. Why I say the dream stage? Because all of you know at the macro level, we are entering an exponential economic growth stage. We're quite stable as a political power. We are today mandating a lot of the direction of the world. But that needs to be captured somewhere and said, even with 3x, I would say, bandwidth, and get those eyeballs globally and make that position for India. So I think that's the responsibility all of us hold as a young nation, that we need to the world know what the real India is. So with that note, I welcome you all once again, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, sir. And thank you all for being a part of our Marvel Media Fest's inauguration. And while our guests now move for the campus tours with their buddies, the shadow volunteers, I request the participants to stay back. Our friend Gautam has some information to share with you all. So stick with us as he takes you through it. And don't forget to soak up in the tranquility of Shulini that will charge you up for all the events we have planned. Thank you so much, everyone.
Participants are requested to stay back. Kindly do not move. Participant, kindly sit back. We have some information to give you all. Attention everybody. So I am Gautam Sukija and I am a final year student at Bachelor's of Journalism and New Media here at Shulni University. Before we start with the Marvel Media Fest, I have some instructions to give to you all. Number one, during registrations, you have been provided with some kits. These kits have all the information. These kits have all the information you required for your stay at Shulni University for next 2 days. May it be the map of university or the agenda you are going to follow for next 2 days. Second, the Bang Bang caption, the photo has already started. You can see the photos are displayed near and boxes are kept with them so that you can drop your caption. Secondly, the marvelous photography competition. You guys are requested to submit your photos till 3 p.m. It is live till 3 p.m. And keep your ID card safe, as this will act as your tickets to the cultural evening today at Open Air Theatre at Shulni University. So now you all can proceed for lunch near library, opposite the library. Thank you so much.